Hi, this is Ruth Silverman for Ironman Magazine here at the Joe Weider Memorial with 8-time Miss Olympia Lenda Murray. Lenda, tell me, I know you're probably filled with a lot of emotions right now. Tell me about the first time you met Joe Weider and where you were in your career.
Wow, this just really tells a lot about Joe Weider. I met Joe Weider in 1989, and I won my first Miss Olympia in 1990. So I wasn't even Miss Olympia yet, and Bill Dobbins went and he talked with Joe and said, I have this great athlete, and Joe invited me to his house. So I had breakfast with Joe at his home in the backyard. I remember what he was eating. He was eating cereal. I got to look and see his, gym that would sit. It was just amazing, and so he was just incredible.
Did he give you any advice that day?
Yes, he did. He did. And I think one of the best pieces of advice that Joe gave me was, making the transition from being an athlete competitor to it being a business. And we talked a lot about, he explained, he loves the sport, loves the athletes, but he talked about the business side of it, and that, if he depended on all of the bodybuilders to buy his magazine, he'd be broke. So his whole thing was, explaining when he makes a decision on who goes on the cover, so I love Joe. Loved him.
How many covers did you have?
Two covers. Actually, three. I was on the Flex. I was on the cover of Flex twice, and I was on the cover of Muscle and Fitness.
And how will you remember him best?
You know what? I remember Joe best by his heart. He really, really, truly had, a passion for the sport. And in comparison to, some of the other that's in charge or running the business, you could really see Joe's heart. He really truly cared for the athletes, and because he was so passionate, that's why this sport has grown the way it has.
Thank you so much for your memories.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. This is Ruth Silverman with Lenda Murray.